Hey everyone, it's Streamseer 444, and I want to do a quick collective message this morning. I was thinking about the reading that I released last night. It is titled either You're the One Going Through the Karma or the One Who's Recovering from It, something along that line. And that message really stuck out with me. So when I woke up this morning, I was thinking more about it, and I'm coming to understand that as a reader, we're reading for different people. Some people are going through karma, as they're searching for answers through tarot. They're searching, they're going through situations. We all have to clear our karmic debt. Just because we may have changed our belief system and may have stopped doing certain things doesn't mean that there were not consequences of the things that we've done. So that message has made me a little bit more sensitive. And it's not that I hadn't thought about it before, but sometimes when we're watching tarot, we're all thinking along the lines that everyone who's watching is, someone who is completely delivered from a lot of things and they are just walking with God and nothing is touching them. That's not the case. We're all going through different things for different reasons. Some people are clearing their karma and going through like the dark night of the soul and are looking for answers, trying to figure out what's going on. So I feel like, for those cards to come out the way they did in that reading, it kind of shook me. For those of you who watched the video, I was really thrown. I'm asking for the energy of the collective, and three cards came out that were just not positive, and it just made me realize, wow, that's why we do have to be mindful as readers, as influencers, that we're talking to masses, we're talking to people in different situations, and we can't be critical and making it seem like because someone is what we call a divine feminine, divine masculine, that they're not struggling, that they're not going through financial issues, that they're not facing health challenges. So that was that. But I did want to say, the thing is, if you're experiencing these things, some of you, it's just things that happen in life. Once you refocus, change some things up, you'll bounce back out of these situations. And you can't forget that there's a lesson in all of these things. Find the lesson and try not to go down that road again. If it's overspending and it causes you to, have to let go of some things because of overspending, then not to overindulge, in the future, to be wiser with your spending. Whatever the case is, guys, we're all going through something, and we can't put one another down and make it seem as though we're not divine because of what we're going through. I also want to say that for some of you, people were talking a lot of shit while you're going through, and these people are experiencing the same things that you were going through. They didn't expect for those things to hit them, and now they're quiet, or some of them are about to. Someone was looking down on someone when they were going through, and now someone is about to find themselves in very similar situations. Didn't I just say talking shit? An offer. Someone was saying that you're going through the same shit, different day, nothing's changing in your life. Basically trying to say that there was no growth, there was no progress with you. For some of you, these are karmic friends, people that you can't even trust. They were talking about you. Okay, this could have been 2 or 3 people that all know each other. For some of you, this was someone who you may have thought was a really good friend, good person to confide in, but this was someone who you really couldn't trust. May have been in secret competition with you, talking shit about you. I don't know what this offer is all about, but this could be something that you you're about to receive. It's in the future position. And so you have these people who, at one point, you were no threat to them because you were going through. You were no threat to these people at all because they may have been in a better position. Look at how these two women are standing over this one woman. Like they're the only ones that can, you know, like she needs to listen to them. Like they're over her. You see what I'm saying? Like she's the student, they're the teacher. People may have made you feel like you should listen to them. You should take their advice. You wouldn't be in this situation if you had done X, Y, Z. And maybe in some cases they're right. But as something comes in for you, these very same people who were at one point never intimidated, never bothered by you, you were never a threat, you were never even considered an issue for them, all of a sudden they're feeling threatened, they're feeling intimidated, because now opportunities is coming. I'm hearing that song, Trouble Don't Last Always. Okay? People being extra triggered because someone's giving you money or you've got money coming in. That's the offer. Could be a fire sign. People looking you up now trying to figure out exactly what the hell happened. Look at waiting. So someone's been waiting to see what else is going to happen with you, to see if you're going to bounce back, to see if a situation with you is going to get better. I don't know what they were waiting on. But I do see where someone is extra triggered by someone getting money. Or triggered that they have to ask someone for money, because this is giving money. What's going on here? Hooked. Someone is extra triggered because they have to sleep around for money. They have to do things that they don't want to do. These karmic friends. And they're in competition with you because you don't have to do all of that. Or maybe you didn't lower your standards to get out of situations like other people did. Tell me more what's going on. You have travel. Someone may be at a distance from you. This could be a couple at a distance from you. This could be someone wanting to travel towards you. Wanting to compete, fight. I don't know. Three of Swords. Yeah, you experienced a lot of heartbreak and betrayals. A lot of times you were by yourself, and because these people were not there for you, but they had plenty to say about your situation here. A lot of you were going through a lot of turmoil, and some of it was at the hands of other people who just betrayed you or treated you as though, you know, your feelings did not matter. But then you've got this Ace of Cups out here. Okay? You got the Ace of Cups, a new beginning, new relationship. Or for some of you, you were in a new relationship where someone may have juggled you, a King of Wands. And this led to heartbreak and disappointment. And maybe it was something that was seen in the public eye. Because I'm Three of Cups in the reverse. Exactly. So some of you were betrayed at the hands of some fake friends. Wow. Wow. They could have slept with this King of Wands. Ten of Pentacles, family members, friends, or something about some money. Or somebody here who may have a lot of money, still has to juggle, still has to... Somebody here overindulged in spending. Someone may have had a lot of money in the past. This could have been you. This could have been someone else. Had a lot of money in the past. They overindulged. They spent a lot of money on karmics and groupies and all of this stuff here. They juggled a new beginning and they lost, is what I'm getting. Okay? If this is you, you know, this is a lesson that you have to learn from here. That when you're blessed like this, it's not for you to overindulge in things that boost up your ego or spending money on these karmics who just want to, you know, Yeah. Mm. For some of you, someone here, you know, hasn't been going out, not really having any fun because they've been so focused on building their money up. And I feel like maybe because people have not seen someone for a while, people are assuming that someone is just hurt, down and out. Someone's about to pop out and show someone with this Chariot that they have overcome some obstacles. Look at the Magician. That someone now has all the tools, everything's coming in alignment for them to be able to come out of a situation that has been very dark and very painful and very difficult, not only financially, but there was definitely some betrayal by some friends or family members or something like that. Yeah. There were situations that were designed to keep someone trapped, you know, to keep them always in a state of an emergency is what I'm hearing. Always confused about their next move, uncertain about where to go. Someone not trusting their own intuition because of past failures. Someone's really was afraid to really lean on their own decision making because they had made poor decisions in the past. So someone may have become codependent on other people who they thought would help them. This girl is coming to mind again. Other people that they thought would give them better advice here. But these were karmics. These were people who were in secret competition. So these people were not going to tell you, Ace of Wands in reverse, they were not going to tell you the right thing because they were secretly in competition with you or in competition with a lifestyle that you had or they know you had the potential to have. Ace of Wands in the reverse is missed opportunities. These karmic friends cause someone to miss out on an opportunity, to waste their time. These people here have wasted their time and their talents and their potential, and their whole thing was to keep you or to keep someone else in this state where you're trapped and you're stuck and you're disappointed and always confused about your move, about your next move, and never ever taking the chances, taking risks towards new things. Four of Cups out here, rejecting offers and opportunities. So someone was put in a situation where they didn't really trust their own judgment. They relied too much on family, friends, other people's opinion because something in their past where they may have made a mistake, they didn't really trust that they would make a good decision, not knowing that the people who they're confiding in are people who have already missed out on opportunities in their life, who can't even, you know, the decision that they told this person to make will cause them to miss out on opportunities. Okay? And I feel like it was intentionally done. So someone rejected what was good for them for things that were not. Material things. These Three of Cups in the reverse here. Someone made a very quick decision that really changed their life for the good with the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Someone could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Someone could be a fire sign, water. It could be anything out here. But whatever was spoken to someone led to someone being in the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords. It is almost like someone cursed themselves, okay, by taking the advice of someone or people who are very impulsive. You know, maybe someone was very impatient. Maybe someone took advice from people who were very impulsive and very impatient in their own life, who didn't want to really work hard for something or wait for something to change or to get better. So whatever decision someone made, Ten of Swords, it was it was looked at as though it was a betrayal because it caused such a major ending for someone and missed opportunities. They're just not aware of the competition around. Some of you, for some others of you, you have people around you that you just cannot trust. They are definitely in competition. Karmic friends and girl fight is out here. You have threatened, intimidated, people who are hooked on seeing what's going on with you next. Where is this? I know what I'm looking right here. Intimidating, threatened, and bothered. People are bothered by the fact that you're now shifting out of this energy of where you may have seemed confused and uncertain, and people may have been used to seeing you a certain way, and now you're receiving opportunities that people did not ever expect for you to receive. Page of Pentacles here. Because you're looking at things different. You're more logically, I'm hearing sound. Your mind is more sound than it's ever been. So maybe in the past people thought that you didn't know what you were talking about. Maybe people thought that you were a little distorted. Okay. For some of you, this was your family. They didn't really think much of you. Why? For some of you, it has something to do with your upbringing. The Sun in the reverse. You could have had a very difficult childhood. You could have had some partnerships that were very burdensome to you. You had a lot of challenges, a lot of trials. You've carried a lot of responsibilities in your partnerships, in your, whatever it is that you were involved with in the past. It caused a lot of burdens for you, the Sun in the reverse. So at some point in your life, you may have had a lot of sadness. You may have even gone through some type of miscarriages, whether it was an actual loss of a child, or there were lots of situations where you may have sabotaged opportunities for you to be happy. So people were looking at you as this Ace of Wands in the reverse, which did come out as someone who, this is something that you're used to, Ace of Wands in the reverse. So does it matter to tell you, to give you some wrong advice or to try to steer you in a direction? Because, hey, you already, when people don't think much of you, they'll just throw anything out there for you to do. They don't care. They don't care about your well-being. You got to love yourself enough to choose your happiness over everything. And maybe someone didn't know that something would make them happy because they were not used to it. I don't know. But what I'm getting is someone who may have sabotaged the situation out of fear, and whatever advice that they thought was going to be helpful to them, and actually hurt them even more. And for some of you, you just had to, look at the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This is clearly indicating that some people you cannot work with, okay? So there were some people who were not committed to really being there for you, being true friends, okay? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. To me, it's like, okay, there's a need for committed, trustworthy, and loyal friendships here. Whatever decision someone made, it only made life harder for them. Someone needs to look more into things for themselves. And if you make a mistake, let it be because you tried something new and it just didn't work out here. But don't let it be at the hands of some fake friends, some people who you can't really trust, people that were actually talking shit about you every day. Same shit, different day. There's a King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here, that either someone was working with in the past is no longer working with, or they're no longer working with these people. Why is the King of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse? Someone who had a choice or has a choice to take a leap of faith towards something new. So they're disconnecting from whatever this group is, or they need to. Because I feel like for some of them, their ego was, somebody's was egotistical. And maybe they were surrounded by a bunch of yes men, yes women who withhold their true feelings from this person. What's the Moon? Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone associated with people who thought that they were naive, may have even fed their ego a bit, or someone knew that someone was materialistic, or someone knew certain things about someone, and they could have used that information against them, used that information to steer them into a different direction, and then didn't say anything, like knowing that what the possible outcome would be, didn't say anything with the Moon and the Four of Pentacles, like withholding certain details or information from someone. It feels to me like someone here may have known something and they withheld some information from someone that could have, you know, really it could have really helped someone, or I don't know what this is. I got to get out of here though. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, this is work related. Someone could be dealing with someone at work who, a miser, someone very selfish, someone who wants someone to put in all the work or the effort for very little, okay? Someone doesn't want to work. Maybe someone doesn't want to work. Maybe you don't want to work at a job anymore. Some of you. Maybe you don't want to work at a job anymore. Maybe you are ready to go towards something new, put your energy into something else. I don't know why that's coming out, but something about money, being patient, going with your intuition and taking a leap of faith here. So this could be someone's next action would be that they leave behind something that they may have been afraid to release here. And whatever this is that they decide to invest in, it leads to their happiness here. Nine of Cups. Their wishes being fulfilled. So for some of you, you're going to receive an offer, an opportunity to take something new, to disconnect from some association, okay? And it's going to lead to happiness here. The Hermit. This is you going on this journey. Yeah. You may have to go it alone for a while, but it's going to, whatever this is, it's going to work. I don't even know what the title is, but I do need to get out of here, guys. I hope this message has helped someone. I mean, it feels like a part 2 from last night's reading, but I hope this helps someone, all right? And I will see you guys on the next one.